I'm muted. I'm muted. Crazy. My bad, everybody. Um, as I was saying, basically in today's video, we're going to have a little bit of a throwback. I like to do these as a kind of something adjacent to any type of series I'm doing, whether it's an Olympia series or an Arnold Classic series. We can go back and take a look at Arnold's or Olympias of years past or champions of years past, like in today's video. In today's video, once Marcus gets here, we'll be asking the question: who had the better Arnold Classic win? 2021 Nick Walker or 2019 Brandon Curry? I've had this one on the docket for a little bit. I wanted to compare these two at their best, and for Brandon Curry, that's going to be 2019, but for Nick Walker, there's all types of debate to be had there. Like I said, Marcus will be here soon. Until then, what we're going to do is talk a little about a few updates that dropped, just kind of shoot the breeze. First one I want to talk about, first one I want to make you aware of, if you have not yet seen it, is this mind-boggling update from Mo Foda. Now, we haven't seen Mo for since the Dubai Pro, actually, where he was like 5th or something around here. And it looks good, but he's not fully baked yet. That's just what it is. Not fully hatched. But you can tell the framework is there. Quite literally, the structure is very good on him. It's like more like a Y frame, kind of like a Hadi Chupin, although he does have good legs. I think it's just the longer torso look, but it's filled out, so it doesn't look like a Nathan Diasha or something, which he arguably could have beaten at this show. Mo Foda is just it's very unique structure, but a very pleasing structure. And then he drops this update. This is at the Pros Gym in Columbus, Ohio. So he's there, no travel issues. He is a Middle Eastern guy, so nothing to worry about as far as getting here. Going home may be a different story, but he's here. And this is the update from 2 days ago, 5 days out. Empty stomach, his coach Patrick Torr says. Homework done to perfection, no pump. So it looks like this is just an early morning fasted check-in. And this is crazy. I mean, to quote Quentin Beastwood, this is crazy. It just is what it is. The shape is there, as I've already mentioned. He has a really impeccable amount of size for how young of a pro he is. And the condition as well looks really good. As long as he doesn't, screw the pooch, by spilling over or whatever. I mean, he's gonna break some hearts, ruin some dreams at the Arnold Classic, as they say. And I mean, really, I wouldn't even try. I mean, the muscle bellies are already so good. I wouldn't even try. I'm not a coach, but would you even try to get much fuller than this? Maybe a little, of course. You always want to go just far enough, but not too far. But of course, that's what a coach is for. It's not exactly an exact science, but it is an art form. So, I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, people had like Raphael when the Arnold Classic list was announced. I think you had your 4: Martin, Andrew, Hadi, Nick. And then I think people automatically slotted Brandao or Brandon into that 5th place spot. Just makes the most sense. I am making my final predictions either tonight, or tomorrow, depending on what Marcus and I do. And I am seriously contemplating putting Mo Foda in 5th. I mean, again, if he doesn't shit the bed in these final days, I mean, go shot for shot. Great front double, great front lat spread, great side chest. If he can lock in on the posing, that's the other thing I want to see better from him. If he can lock in on the posing, the side tricep is good, the abs and thighs is good, the most muscular is good. The only thing that isn't good on him is the rear double. Even the rear lat spread is pretty good. And the rear double is only getting better. If he comes in condition, snaps the pose right, it's going to look more than serviceable. And the rear lat spread is already there. It's just a lot of the times he's very uneven when he poses that. I mean, we can go back and look at his last showing, because I he flew under my radar because Nathan Massini should have won the show and all this. Let's see. Yeah, good front lat spread, obviously, good front shots. He not his best peak here, definitely. The skin quality's a little sus. Um, and then side chest, I think he can do this better. I don't know if I'd go with this. Not that it looks bad. I mean, there's a lot of thickness here. But as you can see, like there's just he seems to be carrying a layer of water. I mean, he's already more conditioned than this but at the in the video we just saw. So there's that. Um, and then his weakest shot, the rear double. I mean, a lot of his problems here would be taken care of with better condition. Like, I think one of his only weak areas is maybe the hamstrings. He's just a very quad dominant physique. And then just the overall bag needs to get bigger. Um, but yeah, some better condition would really help this pose look a lot more just polished and complete, less like a first year bodybuilder. And then, as I said, the front last spread is already like good. I mean, here it's okay, but it has the makings. If he would just snap this pose better, it would be a good shot. Leaving the only weak pose in his arsenal being the rear double biceps. Um, yeah. And then I mean, I guess the side tricep too. He just gotta like this is good. This is a great framework. He just has to like, why are we not locking in on the abs? Why is the shoulder so hiked up? Let's get some composure here. If he did, this would be a good shot. It would be streamlined. He has good abs. It's better condition would go a long way as well. So I'm very impressed with the Mofoda update, and I'm very excited. Like he has the blueprint already, and he's just getting better and better. So so yeah. Mo can beat Raphael. I think so. Hoping Mofoda poses like a professional this time. That's really the only thing he needs to do at this point. I mean, that's the only thing he really can work on. Um, maybe fill out a bit more, but he just has his lower abs are really developed. It's kind of reminiscent of a Hunter Labrada situation, where he's gonna look like he has a little pouch, little pooch in there. So he just needs to make sure like he's the stomach is flat all the way down. Yeah. I don't know if there's, with Raphael, there's just, I mean, he looked DOA. And I mean, last time we talked about him on a live stream, it was, I mean, it was a pretty, I think this is it. I don't know what this dude is saying. I mean, assuming he's talking about the Brazilian comments that were hating on him because he looked so many weeks out. But then like he'll post some updates where he looks incredible. Like he's going to be the one to place fifth, maybe pushing into a top four if one of these guys are off. Like something like this, he's just in the gym and like the fullness is there. He has good size. This isn't the biggest lineup besides Andrew. Raphael will be the tallest person in the show. And if he gets next to like guys like Nick and Hottie, he's going to be considerably taller than them. So the lack of size, lack of muscularity per square inch won't be as apparent. But yeah, like the conditioning, it wasn't on his page. I mean, I wouldn't have posted it either. But like the conditioning, yeah, 2 weeks ago where there's like pinchable hanging fat in the lower back and glutes. I mean, I really thought he was done for. I mean, really. And then maybe he still is, maybe it's just all smoke and mirrors. It's all tricks. That's certainly possible. But I don't know. It looks like he's really stepped up his game. It's just like one of those physiques that apparently can change so much. Yeah, in so little time. On stage presentation has been bad for decades. Real physiques change hours, minutes at this condition zone. Yeah, yeah. With that being said, I mean, the last time he was here, he was fourth, or no, he was third. This is the last time he was there. Um, and then another big problem is the judges are always looking for improvements, and I don't necessarily think that's right, But anytime Tyler does one of these recaps, you'll hear Derek really showed up and he improved, and that really impressed us. Y- You know, it's about what shows up on that day. But I mean, regardless, it is what it is. The judges seem to, even if it's a subconscious effect, the judges seem to favor the guys that they've seen make drastic improvements. For example, after the 2024 Arnold Classic, if you go back and watch Tyler's recap, dude was glazing Raphael Brandao. He was saying no weaknesses, great structure, and all this things that anybody can see. And when you look at him, and he is an amazing athlete. But I think, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't made significant improvements. So, like, if Rafa is in a position where it may be close, and like, let's say it's close between him and Mo has brought his best physique to date by far, and then Rafa's just kind of like his 2024 look. I think the judges would give the nod to Mo, especially because it looks like Mo will be in better condition. But yeah, I mean, as you can see here, like it was a great package in 2024. It just sucks that Rafa spun his wheels so long to get there. And like I said, I think he may be able to land this plane, and he looks like he won't be DOA, like I said, but I don't know if he'll be that much different than any of his 2024 physiques. I think he got a little better each time he competed in 2024. Took 2025 off, of course. But like even, and I know he was sick and all this. He had like a stomach issue and he couldn't do the bodybuilding thing for a while. I get it. Um, but the problem for Rafa, it's the same problem for Regan. Like, yeah, shit does happen. Absolutely. But the problem is you haven't banked enough like quality time off and size gains for that to just be a little bump in the road. For Rafa, like ruined his entire 2025 offseason from what I've heard. And yeah, so I don't think he'll be like that improved, which is so sad. I really he's really one of my favorite athletes by far. 1 week actually considering he'd need to use the last one to peak. True, true. How much fat can you realistically lose in 2 weeks? The fast changes or not? It's worrying. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Dylan holding down the stream solo. It's been a while, but I think I can do. He should be here anytime, anytime. I told him a week in advance. I told him hours in advance. I messaged him 2 hours ago. Left me on red. Left me on red. Rafa does have some good shots like this. It's hard not to pull a Tyler Mannion and glaze him as well. Like Rafa's weakest shot is like one of the back poses, and even then, it's like his weakest shot may actually be the abs and thighs. It's just not a very strong shot, despite him being like this aesthetic dude. Someone known for aesthetics. But man, I just wish he would. And he is on the younger side. I get that, but man, like if he just did more. And it's easy for me to sit here and say he should do more. I don't know what his life is like. Obviously he has a family going on and things. But the selfish fan part of me takes a look at, something like this and it's just like, man, what if he did, lock it in for a year, just grow, then compete for 2 years, then do that again. What he should be doing. I mean, it's just instead he's doing whatever this is. I know. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I mean, big fan of his physique though. I'd love to see him do well, but I have serious doubts. Yeah. That one year from 2022 when he competed at the Olympia for the first time and he got like 10th. He was the 10th man. To like 2024 when he did take a year off, he did like add 20 pounds of stage weight, I think he said, or something very impressive, like 15 pounds. And yeah, that was good, but he just needed to do that like 3 years earlier in his career. Um, but yeah, whatever. Let's get to my father. Let's get to my father. Martin Fitzwater, not blocked yet, by the way. That's how you know we have a real relationship. Um, you know, Martin had a little and speaking of the whole, why am I mentioning I'm not blocked? If you don't know, Martin talked a few weeks ago about oh, oh, can I add you in?
Can you hear me?
Oh no.
What's up, little Dilly? What's up, Frank? What's up, Frank?
Marcus, you at the gym?
Nah, man, I'm in my living room. I'm at the fucking. I'm at the. Hold on.
Marcus, are you getting in one of those last? Well, I was about to say one of those last workouts. I know you kind of have an injury going on. One of those last gym sessions before the Arnold Classic.
Sadly, no, man. I'm here, taking care of the body, taking care of the physical. That's where I'm in this little compression therapy, getting some blood flow to the legs.
Yeah, you kind of provide some blood flow to my third leg.
Yucky.
All right. Well, Marcus, now that you're here, I'm going to shout something out first. Give me 1 second. Took you long enough.
I know. I had a full day, man. I had a full day.
Make sure to check out the first 2 episodes of the Muscle Immaturity podcast over at Old School Labs. It's a show Marcus and I are collaborating on. Marcus' show at the end of the day. But I want to make sure we get this thing off the ground. It's a new show, so it's a bit rocky, but I think we're finding the hang of it.
As Dylan's making it very clear, if hits the fan, Marcus has to take the heat. Did you like my little addition to our names, right? For our nameplates, who we are, the introduction to who we are.
Let's close. Do I think on today's episode of the Muscle Immaturity Show, we will be
about to copyright this dude.
I did like that. I laughed out loud when I saw that. Great intro. I like that. I like how your little Asians did that. Marcus Guerrero, a nobody. Dylan Hudson, 5'6.5" incel. Oh, that was good.
The half counts. The half counts. Tell them, Dylan.
It does. All right, Marcus. I got something a little easy for you today, I think. I put it together. I thought this would be kind of a... Maybe you'll feel some type of way about it, though. Maybe some different way about it. Did you see what we're doing today?
I did. I'm for it. I like it. Don't know. Could be easy, but I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody.
Okay. Yeah, I put this has been on my docket for a while. And then I decided to pull it out today. Pause. But we're comparing Arnold Classic wins, basically. Nick in 2021, Brandon Curry in 2019. I really was itching to do this one, I think, after the best bodybuilders of the 2020 series, because I so wanted to put this version of Brandon Curry in, but I kept remembering, it's just 1 year off, 2019, not a 2020's year. But anyway, I think, let me hide this banner. That's annoying.
I don't know. I think people will be surprised how close this is.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one that put it together.
What does that mean? Oh, this is how you get your even scores.
Oh, no. Marcus, you got called out today, actually, for being a fence sitter.
I don't know what that means, man. A fencer, so I'm sitting on the fence, in other words.
Yeah. What's a fence sitter? Someone is on bench.
Well, I was. Someone said today this little 5'5" incel was cute. Man,
yeah, I thought that was a little weird.
Shout out Dave in there in the comments, man. Shout out to Dave.
Can't lie, Marcus is always fence sitting. Gets tiring sometimes. Just say it with your chest, bro. Wow, the disrespect.
I don't feel disrespected by that, because that's what they don't understand is people don't get that, like, I'm literally on the fence with a lot of this. I'm on the fence. I don't like Brandon and Nick. I don't know who's better. Idiots go into this thinking, oh, well, Nick Walker or Huff.
That was me. That was me.
And I think that's an idiot. I think someone like that is stupid. But shout out to the brother Dave Thompson, because my boy Dave Thomas. I'm sorry, Dave Thomas. God,
he did say something a little zesty.
Baby Dylan at that looks so HOT.
You've never called me that. Is that just a nickname he's come up with himself?
Told you that? Yeah, that's a self-proclaimed nickname. I dig it. I dig it.
You know, like I was texting you, I said I saw that comment and I stopped reading it. At the first sentence because I was like, oh, that's just a normal comment.
Stop it. Stop
No,
backing you.
I seriously did not read the rest. Mo is going to be battling with Brandon for 5th. I'm very surprised Arnold is letting Hottie hit the stage as they could all get blown up. God, baby Dylan looks so hot.
Don't act like that didn't rub you the right way. Pause. I know it did.
Hey,
I know
Dave's
it did.
not my type.
Don't say that. You don't know Dave.
He didn't look like my type. He didn't look 5'2" and feminine.
So in other words, he didn't look like you.
Well, a little taller. That'd be a little taller than me at that point.
Yeah.
Um,
True. Hey, man.
You want to go ahead and get into it?
I'm ready.
All right. I don't even want to put a timer on this one because I don't think we'll need any guidelines. I've got my.
You have no idea how hard it is to sit on that fence. Pause. I might need a timer. No, we don't need no timer.
I'll set some guidelines. All right, Marcus. Well, you can have the first word because I think this is one pose where I do think there is some debate to be had.
Yeah. Well, I know you. You're gonna go right into this. You're gonna say Nick Walker.
What?
That's you. I feel like that's you. You're not that. Okay, good. Okay. See, now you're not. Because granted, we both love Nick Walker's physique. It's a great freaking physique, especially this version. But Brandon Curry, the arms, the fullness across the chest, to show just the width he's taking up. Good old lats. Look at those lats. Legs look good. This is a 2-pointer for Brandon.
Okay, this is a 2-pointer for Nick. And I'm not doing that to be a contrarian or to try to even out the scores.
I think you are. I think that's why you called me that the other day, is because that's you at heart too.
No, because I originally was going to do this with the 2023 Arnold Classic, Nick, and I thought it's just not robust enough. Then I put 2021 Nick Walker up here, and I actually really like Nick Walker's upper half shape. Call it, obviously like Brandon is like more aesthetic, but like Nick Walker has a V taper. This younger version does have a V taper. And then in terms of like the hardness, that's Nick all day. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The fullness of Brandon, right? Yeah. And I think that makes him look more aesthetic.
I will say this, right? I get why people are going to lean towards Nick in his pose, because etched in every which way, picture-wise, I think is pretty incredible. But I feel like those people are overlooking the way we know that Brandon Curry is going to look on stage. Brandon Curry is going to look really good on stage. Modern day Brandon Curry in this pose is going to look good on stage. So I know that this version of Brandon is going to bring the quality that we're looking for. So I'm not mad at anybody's, left or right they're going. On this one, I'm going right, though. I'm going right.
I'm going left. Whose legs do you think are better in this particular shot? I'm interested. You have someone that's maybe smaller like Nick, more shredded, but Brandon has more fullness. Both are kind of lacking compared to their upper bodies.
So I think that overall shape, Brandon is winning. Even then, you could see that in his adduction region, it helps. They're still there. They got better in time, but especially what we've been seeing this past year, it really helped his legs fill out. But Nick is kind of doing his thing with overall, separation, things like that, the quality that showcase. I mean, conditioning wise, Nick is doing really good. But I think I'd go with Brandon. If I was picking my legs, I'm going with Brandon. People grew up with Nick Tessler as a little boy with no shins.
Todd for $2. Thanks, Todd. All proceeds from today's stream will go back to paying for my Arnold Classic tickets. In my hotel rooms that Marcus booked. He took my credit card and he just started running up charges. He really did. But Todd says 2 for Nick. He wins the bodybuilding things. My thoughts exactly.
I get that point. I'm not mad at that at all. Shout out to Dusty. Hey, he got a nice little. I just bought something like that for my place. His little chandelier.
You did, but yours is far uglier.
No.
All right. We always talk about if we can give Nick a saving grace and not give his opponent the sweep in the front last spread. Brandon Curry is one of those few that I don't mind giving him the full 4 points. It's one of the best front last spreads of all time.
I don't hate to agree with you, but I hate to agree with you in the sense of not because it's you, because I don't like giving 4s, right? And I will say that Nick actually, this version of Nick is not bad. It's not bad. It's one of his better. But I like the Pantera cover, buddy. Shout out to them. I was about to say here's Brandon in the front side. But I will say, if you're in this stance, Nick's doing that more than Brandon. Brandon wins this one. This is top level. I will go for. I
don't think there's much to be said here. I think, like I said, one of the worst front lat spreads I've ever seen versus quite literally one of the best. Like Brandon Curry is a top 10. I think like if you did like and I'll do this eventually, like top 10 of each like mandatory pose. I think Brandon is top 10 in the front lat spread, but that's a really competitive one. There's a lot of good ones out there.
For Nick in this pardon Dusty. I know it's a super chat, all that. Shout, my bad. We'll get right to that. With Nick, this is a very good version of his front lat spread, though. Like that's why I'm like, I'm not. This is a good. If there was a little bit more lat, like very similar to how Brandon's lats are just Cobra Kaiing out of there. If Nick had that, this would actually be a very good pose for Nick right here. This is good. For Nick, this is a good pose. If he's the only one being judged, like
compare the 2021 New York Pro front lat spread. I mean, okay, I'll pull it up because it is in Discord. It gives me a chance to shout out the Discord. If you want to be in the Discord, make sure to become a channel member for not a penny a day, but for $3 a month. I think that's like 3.5 pennies a day. Maybe.
You suck it.
How do I copy? I'm so old, bro. How do I copy? Okay, copy image.
So to be fair though, that's the best. Yeah, very true. That's the best I've seen. Best look in this pose. I think it's a good I think he's hitting it. I like how he's hitting it because I think elbows like that. So I mean, good. I can see some people saying this New York Pro version is better for the front lat spread, but I think there's just a good fullness to it. I think he would look better if the lats were more filled out in that the 2021 version or whatever.
Am I retarded? I said 3.5 cents a day.
Yeah,
it is 10. It is 10.
I mean, like, pretty simple. Days, it's about $3. 10 cents a day.
I got another super chat to get to. We got some Indian rupees. It has to be. Nick only wins the legs. Hey, that's kind of a stretch. I'm not gonna lie.
That's EK.
Nick is proportioned like my basset hound. Yo, Marcus, I know you didn't pay attention to my latest video, but there's a cameo from your brother in my latest video.
I know, I saw, and I didn't see it. I wanted to send it to him because he'll appreciate the new. He has to know the backstory though. I think what is it like 4 times in a row now? You've told me that he should be the co-host, not me. I made this currency up. Shekels.
I've got I don't know why I put this in there. Oh, I think maybe for sizing. I sized these guys off of the 2025 Olympia. They were together. Nick is actually taller than Brandon in a lot of shots, which is interesting. So
Brandon's definitely putting out his legs a lot, so he's making himself a lot shorter right here.
Yeah, I heard you put your legs out. What about that?
I don't know, man. Maybe you shouldn't have messed that one up in the beginning. It would have came across way better if you didn't hit that little.
Kill.
A little,
Let's go to the side chest now.
not a
This
bad
is a tough
version of
one.
Brandon. Not a bad version.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I'm sitting on the fence.
Sitting on Brandon's face, more like it.
Sitting on the fence with this one. Yeah, pause, man. Well, you said that with that little smirky smile too. The thing that helps Brandon is he overall looks good, great in his pose, I'd say. Great shoulders, arms look good, full biceps, hitting the pose how I like it too. Pause. Like I think that I prefer the way he's leaning a little more to the front, showing that more, chest shoulder width that I think helps the modern day pose compared to the classic version of this, the classic variation. But Nick gets this, man. It's just a 2. It's 2, and I think it's just because the details I see in the lower body that really help. I like Brandon in this pose, man. That far, dude. This is the closest for me.
Well, if you're gonna go Nick 2, I was actually gonna go Brandon 2. I mean, if you've watched any of my videos with Brandon, I glaze his side chest all day long.
The issue for me is, all right. Full disclosure. If I get Brandon in this pose, I got Brandon winning 3 poses. So I didn't want to do that. But I do think this is a 50-50. I wish I could see sizing. Oh, there you go. Fuck, this is 50-50. Yeah, yeah, I really do. It
looks like fence sitting runs in the family.
It looks like fence sitting runs in the family.
Shut up. I hate you so much. I am going to go Brandon too. For me, it's just the chest. I don't think the side leg is that big of a difference. Well, Nick is better, but like Brandon holds his own enough, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the hamstrings help Brandon. The shoulder width helps Brandon. I just, this is 50-50, man. You can fill in what you want. I'm gonna go Brandon. Can I go Brandon? Can I change it up? Because is that okay?
I guess.
All right. Because especially with the man. Yeah, man. When you look at the finer details, I think it's Brandon. What's his?
That's Tony.
Oh, shout out. What's up, Tony? Yeah,
the one with the hot Asian girlfriend.
You think that? Not to
Joe, why would you? What do you mean? Do you think his girlfriend's not attractive?
I don't think about his girlfriend. I promise you that, Tony. That's real. I don't.
You're disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful. Okay, I got you.
All right, let's get to the next pose.
Deserve, but it's good. They look good.
Ooh. Marcus, I hate to do it. I'm right on the cusp of 3. It's only because for Nick, I have Nick winning this pose. But is he outrunning Brandon enough? Because Brandon is really good. Lower body, yeah. Upper body, I mean, I'm kind of inclined to think so. What do you think?
I think this just goes to what you like. I do think that in this pose, at this time, Brandon is going to have more of that X factor going on for him here. I believe that. I think that Brandon's legs look really good. The glutes look really good. Pause. They're dug out. Pause. The hamstrings are great right now. For Brandon, I think those are really good hamstrings. I think that this might be a situation to where it's kind of, are you going to go with the detail that's showing? We see a lot more detail for Nick. And yeah, I'm gonna go. It's not gonna be no more than a 2 though. I would not near 3, but you can if you want. I'm gonna go Nick 2, but I kind of want to go Brandon. God, this fence is starting to hurt.
You're sitting on it just right. It looks like.
Everything you say sounds crazy. I mean, and happens to sitting on it just right. It just sounds freaky, man.
Okay. I really think, for me, it's like Nick 2 is the floor. I mean, Brandon is really good, but he doesn't necessarily win anything here. I mean, maybe he'd be wider on a real stage. This version of him was really wide.
Wide.
But like lower body,
the best of like black genetics and the best of white genetics in the sense of that gnarliness that Nick carries and the overall roundness that Brandon has. It's
and
really
the ability to run from the cops.
I saw in the Discord someone was like, "Hey man, you know what? Your stuff would be a lot better if you somewhere else and not Middle America." I saw that.
I know. I look. Unfortunately, this is the best bodybuilding content money can buy, and you'll just have to put up with it.
Yeah, it's. I agree. I think it's let's say even the sacred revered overall flow seems better on Nick. Yeah, I mean,
he spelled it wrong though. I think it's with another R.
I thought I did that. I don't know, man. I like I said, I say Nick, Brandon too. My bad. I interrupt you. Go ahead.
No. I had nothing else to say. I'm giving. I gotta give.
Are you
okay,
going
look. At the 2019 Arnold Classic, I think Brandon was beaten by Bonac overall, but then also, and I think in the rear double, and I think Nick's better than both. I'm gonna go 3 for Nick. Step back from that one. Major switch up here, though. Major switch up in the second back pose. Now I'm going to give Brandon a slight lead, in just for that fullness. I mean, you can see like Nick's back is like caving in outside of the erectors. He just didn't have that density yet, and also the posing has not been figured out yet. But I mean, all in all, like top to bottom balance, he's still probably better. I mean, you can arguably give him that win just on completeness. I mean, that lower body is going to make quick work of Brandon's.
I don't know. I agree with the quad size, even the the good old calf and all that. But yeah, I think that this version I think that this version of Nick is just it's not there yet. You know what I mean? It's not there. I mean, God, if you look at him in this past Olympia, 2025 Olympia, night 2 specifically, but you look at that backlash spread, it's
Phil Heath.
It's up there, yeah, but it's up there. It's up there. There's a lot of sides hitting it. There's a lot, but this is gonna be a Brandon, man. Overall, I think it's a better flowing. By the way, better flowing for Brandon.
What you know about that side tricep? My sizing may be a little off here. I think I want to make Nick bigger.
Yeah.
But he crouches down a little bit here because that staggered leg stance. We'll go like here. I think that's too big. We'll call it even there. Because he is leaning back a bit. I gotta be honest, I've always seen Brandon's side tricep as definitely good. There's nothing wrong with it, but like kind of mid. Nick Walker, on the other hand, I don't like this execution for him. I think Hunter pulls it off a lot better than he does. But I mean, Nick has the thicker abs, the more defined abs, the thicker horseshoe, gnarlier side leg. The only thing he doesn't win is the pecs. But with that being said, Brandon's very streamlined and all that. I'm going to go Nick 2.
I think it's crazy how much of a fan Dusty is. I respect it. Yeah, he's going off. Nick had decided to try better at finals. That's a fan. He said, "No, you got to check the."
He was there.
Oh, okay. That helps. I get it. That helps. It's engraved in your memory bank. I got you. That side leg of Nick is incredible. Once again, I do prefer. I like the way that Brandon is executing this pose more so. I just think that there is a little bit more to be desired. I think the chest is incredible. Overall shoulder width, great. I think that Nick is just bringing an overall better just condition going on. He looks like he's a statue. Looks like he's made out of stone. So, Nick 2. I think that's a good point. Someone just Zach, shout out to Zach. He just said Brandon's side leg holds him back. So, I think that's in that one, it's a good point. Yeah, it's what kind of gives Nick the edge. Oh, look at Ian. Ian looked really good there. Wait, why can't I hear you?
You're going to be surprised to hear my opinion on this one.
Now I can hear you. Were you muted?
Yeah, my bad.
Well, what's your opinion on this one? Go ahead.
Nick Walker. 3. Oh, ooh, Nick Walker 3.
Why?
Brandon just doesn't do anything for me. I mean, like, yeah, cool, small waist, bro, but like, can I have some abs with that? Can I have some quads with that?
You know, Dylan, you would think you'd be really good at thumbnails because you are a walking clickbait thumbnail in everything you say. Can I have some abs with that? The abs are there. The abs are there, and they look clean.
Little baby abs. Look
at that waist. Look at the fullness in that bicep. Look at the lats. Legs, yeah. His right leg is good.
Bro, we've established that Nick's legs suck at this show. What are these? What is this? Like, with all due respect, like, they look good in other poses, but here, I mean, they're just so thin looking. Even down to the calves, they're thin. And the abs aren't that deeply separated. Yet he has the small waist. I get that. That's why he's not getting swept. But like the separation, the blockiness on Nick's abs. I mean, this has to be a 3 for me.
Yeah, no, I'm going 2. I wouldn't give this a 3. Look at the bicep and ab and thigh markers. Look at the bicep and ab and thigh markers. Yeah, I mean both biceps look really good. I mean, obviously Nick's are more conditioned. They're just poking off the skin at this point. They're trying to break the skin. The sizing does look off, though. I'd still give it to Nick, but Brandon was size too small.
Maybe on this one because I think I gave less of a fuck on this one, but I mean overall I sized them right off of them at the 2025 Mr. Olympia, so no. And then Ian, this version of Nick is low key looks aesthetic as fuck. I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, like
the legs hold him back with the aesthetic that you're looking for. But I get why he's saying it. Because I thought the same. I thought the same thing about the front lat spread. If you go to the front lat spread, even though it's it's not whatever, I thought it was a more aesthetic looking way that he was posing and overall physique. I mean, put it like this: look at his quad actually looked like it had a decent sweep to it, So, but I mean, he's the amount of just how much he's gotten better throughout the years. It really shows here. It really shows.
Okay, now we have the most muscular. Ooh. What do you think?
This is one where I think I'd actually prefer the crab pose for Brandon. I really like the way he's sitting this crab pose. I think that all of a sudden everything looks good. The traps help a ton. There is a lot of just quality muscle showing here. I even think the way where the hands are placed for the picture's sake really, really helped his case. But man, even back then, this is a look at the abs of Nick.
That's why he won the abs and thighs by 3.
Yeah.
You were too busy sucking Brandon off.
You're too busy sucking Brandon off.
Okay, another super chat. Check the pic I took of Nick's hand on hip. Let me take a look. Let's see if it's in here.
It's a good thing he sent it. Boy, making you surf.
Got another super chat. Hold on. Why Todd sending that? Brandon's arms and chest look top tier to Brandon. When you compare the most similar poses, like Nick's hands clasped to like Brandon's one hand on hip, I would go with Nick and just that one. But Brandon does have like a stellar crab pose. And to me, 2 great poses is better than 1 great pose. Even though I think I prefer Nick's pose over either one. I mean, Brandon's just so versatile on this shot. He has hands class shots. He has crab poses. He has a one hand on hip, both hands on hip. Just more versatile. And like some people are going to say he wins the hand on hip versus Nick's hands class anyway. So I think the best pose standalone up here is, in my opinion, my favorite is Nick's. But I think together, Brandon deserves a 2-pointer.
Wow. Yeah, I think my favorite Brandon's crab, honestly. However, I do like the way his legs look in his. Hey, look who it is! What's up?
I
Xavier?
hate him so much. Yeah, I can't do anything this week. Actually, I'm super booked. Fuck off and die. I sent on an Instagram, Todd. I don't open Instagram DMs on stream unless you want your entire chat with me exposed. Get good.
What's up, Xavier? I hope you're doing well. Don't be mad at Dylan's boyish ways.
Boyish, please.
I'm mad. You're so busy. Fucking crazy.
You're a cuck, bro.
I'm a cuck. It sounds like you're the cuck for Xavier right now.
Oh, I gotta reveal something. I gotta reveal something to the world right now.
Oh, God help me.
Okay, so Marcus and I were on FaceTime trying to edit a video together, and he was sharing his screen, and he gets a call.
Yeah, I get a call from who? Who other than
Oh
Boo
man,
Boo?
where is it? Where is it?
Where are the real ones at who know what Boo Boo Kitty Fuck is from?
Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. Oh, bro.
Come on, hey, because I told you, because you're whack and you didn't know what movie it was from. Somebody revealed. Nah, Xavier would agree with the name. By the way, I think I feel like we both do something similar like that. But somebody in the comments tell me where Boo Boo Kitty Fuck is from.
Bro.
Boochies. Snoochie Boochies. Where's that from?
Todd wanted us to look at this. Does this change your mind? Does this do anything for you?
Yeah, it makes me understand why, Todd's going strong for the boy Nick. But I just I think at this point, the version of Nick that I've grown to really love as far as the physique goes, it wasn't quite here yet. I know so many people like put this up there, but for me personally, it just wasn't where I'm like, yo, these are the things that make me really, really mess with this physique heavily. So it's a great looking Nick, but maybe there's some bias in there comparing him to what I see nowadays, what I saw at Pittsburgh, what we see at the Olympia stage, that overall just in a lot of these shots. But I do agree, this is like a very well V-tapered Nick going on. Like, it's a good version. I get why people like it, especially people who love classic and they think he's too big and all that.
Well, Marcus, let's get to that second round of judging. The overall physique category is everyone's favorite. No one ever has any complaints about it whatsoever. Well, I'll take your category, sir.
You guys can start with?
You can start with anything you want.
Well, you have the screen on the most muscular, by the way. Usually there's a video that shows here for
yeah, hold on. I hit that, but
yeah, it's you looking bi-curious in the left corner right now.
Yo, what do you know about Darius Rucker's wagon wheel? You probably don't know anything about that.
I do. He's a black dude who does country, right? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Has to do with a girl's butt, wagon wheel. I'm assuming.
No, it's actually like a wholesome song. I think it's like about family or some stupid shit. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Let me put my scores in first. 2. Oh, wow.
Xavier. I was shocked. I don't think people saw it how it was gonna play out. I kind of thought it was gonna be the case, and I might actually have Brandon winning this actually, which is pretty crazy.
This is a close matchup. Have you fellas given your final scores? No, idiot. The reason I go to bat for Nick, at least in this show, is because of how much he dominated the whole lineup. Well, to be fair, the lineup, I mean, I love Steve Kuklo and Ian Valier. They literally are some of my favorite Zeeks, like sleeper picks, like top 10 actually on my list. So I think any version of Nick can dominate them. But he came out on stage, and from the first pose, front relaxed, I knew he was the winner. It was one of those. What's that, Marcus?
You know, I was just hearing the way you said dominate them. Once again, it's just the way Nick is. I don't know, man. Somebody, maybe it's the headphones.
I was just reading it. What is? I think you're like projecting some kind of feelings onto me.
Onto me, and then the look away. That's crazy. I'm telling you, like,
because you're making me nervous. I have to see you in person soon.
I'm making it. Yo, you sound so much like a little female.
You are sus. No, you know, Marcus, you didn't want me to sleep in your room. I don't want you to sleep in my room. You're a freak.
Okay. Put up your little brittle finger again.
Brittle finger. I hate you. I hate you so much.
No, but you know, I will say I love when we get to this part of the video because them in motion.
Hold on. You went Brandon most muscular, right? 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Continue.
No, but I like seeing them in like the video. It really helps, even though it's sped up when they're doing the transitions, because that helps me a lot. But it really just kind of helps put things into, you know, its rightful place, especially with some of these categories. So, for instance, the conditioning of Brandon, personally, getting a better idea what it actually look like. To where look at freaking Nick, man. Same thing for him. Helps him go up a notch or two as well.
Okay, you kind of cut out there. Do you want to repeat or? Okay. Well, I couldn't hear you. I'm pretty sure the viewers can't. But basically, you like seeing them in motion. Tell me if I'm right. You like seeing them in motion because, I mean, bodybuilding at the end of the day is about bodies that are in 3D, not 2D, and it's very important to see them. And thankfully, we have some Supersetman footage found on Project Bodybuilding. Good footage, actually, of both of these guys. I'm very pleased with this. Let me put these in, then I'm going to ask Marcus his opinion on the scores here. 2, 2, 3. Wow. You know, I'm always in awe every time I see one of my scorecards. Six, 9. Ooh. Okay. Marcus, tell me about your overall physique categories.
Alrighty. For conditioning, it's definitely going to Nick. Nick looks just it's bar none here. We're gonna go. Also, shape is going to Brandon. That's pretty. These are really kind of. I think they're gonna be pretty easy.
Are they 2s though?
Yeah, it's 2. I'm going 2s for now. I want to keep it. Brandon, shape 2, Nick conditioning 2. If anything out there, I'll say muscularity is. I'm not picking that one yet. We're gonna say flaws. I think this is man. For flaws, we're gonna go with I think Brandon has the more flawless physique in comparison right now to them. In the grand scheme of bodybuilding, I think that the conditioning and all that, but we can take all that out of the way. So we're gonna give 2 for flaws. And what's the last one? Muscularity, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and that's going to Nick. It's just even in 2021, it's a good amount of muscle. It's very close. I could have gave that a tie even because I don't think Brandon's getting dog walked at all. I mean, you can see it in the most muscular, you see it in the lats, legs are there, so they're very even in a lot of these. But yeah, how about you?
The exact same thing. I think I don't think there's really anything to argue here. You know, small wins. I think Nick is more complete. Sorry, when you're on your beats, it does that thing where if I am already talking, you're cut off. So what did you say?
No, I said I agree. Like, yeah, got 100%.
Yeah, I mean, shape, small win. I mean, someone like me, I can almost make that a tie. I can almost make muscularity a tie. But I mean, I might as well put my finger, more on the scale. And then flaws, yeah, I do think Brandon just has less flaws. Just such a clean look. Nick, if anything, I mean, this was the year that he came to prominent. He was really popular, and Arnold infamously was like, he should get those veins taken care of. And I feel like all of us have forgotten about that. Like Nick's varicose veins when he first came out, it used to be like a big deal. And now I feel like people don't even talk about it. Maybe it's because they're more focused on the waist or, like whatever. But like I haven't heard one person in years complain about the varicose veins. But it was like a fad then and then like fell off.
I will say Xavier actually makes a good point in the comment. Shape. I think it is a superior shape that Brandon has here. So would you go 3 or would you want to keep it 2? I mean, I'm being serious. I was trying to keep it easy 2, whatever, just so it's easier for me. I'm not talking out of my butt, balls. But would this be a 3? I mean, he makes a valid point. Would this be a 3 for shape?
And no hate to Xavier, but he likes his physique's aesthetic. It is what it is. He likes those black men with small waists. You can't get around that fact. For me, I'm okay with Nick. Like I literally gave Nick Walker the front double and the abs and thighs. You don't get, especially the front double, you don't get to win those against Brandon unless you have a significant holding on shape. Like I didn't think Nick's V taper was bad in that shot. Like right there, I don't think it's bad at all.
Bad. It something about this year. His V taper looks really good.
So let's see here. My scores are actually pretty easy. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. Yep. Ooh, really? Okay.
For those, you think about Dylan in the wrong way, and pause when I say that. I mean, but wouldn't you think he's really good at math? He looks like he's good at math. He looks like he can do your help you with your taxes, all these things that are just so confusing. Because I bet he's behind on his taxes. Matter of fact, he doesn't even do. So just that, but just things like simple mathematics, Dylan is not good at, and it's so shocking because just everything that you scream just seems math whiz. You got credit, Dylan?
Do I have credit?
Yeah.
Like a credit score?
Yeah, like a credit score, Dylan.
Not one that I'm going to check. That's a scam, brother. That's keeping us on the plantation. And I don't mean white people, I don't mean black people. It's keeping Americans on the plantation. Like people always say, "Oh, you better pay back the credit card companies or we're going to run a credit check when you go to buy a car." Yo, move out of the country and you'll realize that they don't have credit checks. And I get it. You shouldn't be irresponsible with money. You should pay back what you owe. Maybe. I'm obviously not financial advice, but it's just a scam. Like a credit check. Yeah, you didn't pay me. You missed one payment, and now your credit score falls an arbitrary amount of points. Suck my cock, bro. I mean, really. That's just my 2 cents. Bit of an anarchist, as you can tell.
Nope. Couldn't tell.
I'm full of surprises.
I thought I guess grandma having Dave Mays?
Dave Ramsey.
Holy hell, Dave. Oh my God. Good job, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Oh yeah. I'm debt free.
Yeah, and that's great to be debt free, but I say honestly, just rack up a bunch of debt and then move. Who cares? Yeah. Our country's literally ran by pedophiles. I mean, does anyone really care anymore? 53 point. Okay, Marcus, let's get to your scorecard first. You did have Brandon winning. Us brothers got to stick together. That's what you said.
I mean, Nick was looking more like my brother on stage. He looked darker than Brandon on this showing. I don't know why, but
Can you
I've
do
been
my segue to my scorecard but can you do an impression of me? You know, like what I always say.
You're a scary. Can you do an impression of me, please? Can you do an impression of me? Yeah. When you say things like that, you remind me of the dude who sings the theme song for Monk. Can you do that for me, please?
Can you? Okay. Can you? What do I always say, Marcus?
Real scorecard. Look at a real scorecard. We need Xavier for it. Xavier did it good.
He does a good one. He makes me sound like I'm an announcer, like on the radio. Here's a real scorecard. Take a look at that. Read them and weep, losers. I'm trying.
It's polar. It's the It's almost the opposite of mine.
Well, because I'm correct.
Dusty would agree. Yeah, I think Dusty would agree. But it's a close one. I love when the scorecards look like this because I think matchups are like this for a reason. You know, they're not supposed to whooping. So I like when it's like this because it's how it's supposed to be. I think they're close matchups. That's why you're picking them like this. I thought this was going to be a close one. So anything that's above that's like, you know, that within less than 40 to 60 range, I'm always a fan of that because I think it just, you know, a little bit better to it. People in the comments.
Marcus, yeah, what do people in the comments? What do people in the chat have to say?
Says Marcus had Brandon winning? Question mark, question mark. No, wait, Dusty, you showing your cards too much. I know how, but you love Nick. I don't mean that in an effed up way. I know you love Nick. I know you're gonna ride for Nick. So I respect it. Here's a real scorecard.
I love when you guys do your impression of me because I don't know. I get if I saw someone like me IRL, I would be like, damn, that dude is retarded. That dude is not all there. And I think it's funny to see like glimpses of like what I'm like in real time.
I think you are a special individual, yo.
Very unique.
Yeah, you remind me. Like I got people who are like, you remind me of those. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be rude, but yeah, you remind me of someone who needs like a caretaker. Like, yeah, I can see you. I swear to all my life, I see you having a caretaker. I'm not joking.
What do you mean by that? Like, you think I'm like retarded? And, like, I smear shit on the walls or something?
No. I think you're above that, right? I think you have enough wherewithal to not do that. But like, I think you're one step above that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you are a step above like sped ed classes. Like, you're like, you know what I mean? The one retarded kid in school. Yeah, like the kid who drew dinosaurs and stuff really well at like 7 years old. Like, that was their whole notebook with dinosaurs.
He's referring to what Muscle Discord said. You know, where he's like, Bob called me the retarded kid at school. I was in his chat last night. Dillion definitely licking windows. All right. Well, let's get to the final scores.
Dylan like he put his boogers on windows and stuff. You know what I mean? Like his bus seat, the window of his bus just had nothing but old scabs on it. Old Dylan booger scabs.
In a score of 51.5 to 48.6, the winner is Nick the Brick Walker. What do you think about that, Marcus?
I respect it. Like I said, it's very close. I think that it could have went either way. I think you had it going Nick by a little bit. I had it going Brandon by a little bit. I'm actually shocked I had Brandon winning. I agree, Dusty. It's shocking. But the thing is, when we step up year by year, it's gonna more and more in favor of Nick, just because Nick is becoming a physique that I really like. So, but this version just didn't have it for me, even though so many people think otherwise. But if you could, like 2023 was like New York.
Let me ask you. Are there different versions of Nick that do better? Because everyone has a different opinion as who is best. Okay. Do you think Pittsburgh Pro or Arnold Classic 2023 can come in here and like win it for you? And if so, which version?
Pittsburgh Pro. I'll even go Arnold Classic 23 could be up there. New York Pro. I was expecting a 910 is crazy. That's crazy. That's where you gotta be careful with your biases, because it's not a 90-10. In this 5 minutes, Marcus paid you back for 2 years of harassment. Look, I know how bad Dylan is at math, and I know that that number of 30-some people in here, for whatever, it's gonna drop down to 15. And that
And
what's 40 minus 15? How many people we lose in those 5 minutes it took you to do that math? And then we gotta wait another 2 minutes. I'm just not for it. Not for it.
okay, so you think Pittsburgh would do better against Brandon? Why? Bigger?
Because it's bigger. It's getting to the stage to where it's going to be there certain shots where it's like a no-brainer. There might be some more threes in there, things like that, to where like I thought it was close for the back double in this one, to where Pittsburgh version is not going to be close for me. So it's things like that to where I even say put night 2 Olympia Nick in there, and I'm probably picking him. It's just my bias. It's my, the same way Dusty got his bias. But yeah, I just feel that way.
On a real stage, what happens between these two versions that we used today?
Truthfully, I can see the judges giving it to Brandon. I can see that. I think that I'd probably go Nick, because I think there's this look that he brought that was just it's an incredible look. But they're going shot for shot, best believe it. They're going shot for shot. What does Brandon have over Nick that he doesn't match?
I think that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe like chest. In the side chest only though.
Chest overall thick, the overall X frame, the width that he's carrying with those lats, the overall size, silhouette. There's a lot of things that are in favor for Brandon. When it comes to bodybuilding, if we just look at the one side of it where it's just conditioning and it's gnarliness, yeah, Nick's kicking butt, but Brandon's not being, obliterated. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, Xavier wants the link. He said he clipped something wild from something. I guess this show. I didn't think anything we said was too sus or whatever.
Send me the link. I clipped something that sounded wild.
All
He
right.
might not be talking about something else.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. He does clip other things.
I think because I have to pee so bad.
What do you think about that 2019 Arnold Classic?
Oh, between Bonek and Brandon, I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I think it should have went the other way.
I agree, but I think you probably would guess that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know how you felt about that. Sometimes you shock me, but another close call. Like I said,
like when I pull my pants down.
This is and have the caretaker got to clean everything up after you. But this is what I mean by.
What would you do? What would you do if I pulled up to you in the Arnold Classic in like a motorized? What if I had no legs? What if I rolled up to you in a wheelchair?
So
what would you say?
Yeah, I've seen you walk away from your screen. So if you did, huh? No, you good. You can take it for a little bit. If you did, I would believe. I can see that. I can see you being that kind of person. I think that's what helps your personality a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can actually see you lacking legs, and that's why you are the way you are. You got like this crazy
lacking legs. Like I got them blown off. So now like I have some like deep insecurity because like I'm Forrest Gump. Like I have like these braces on, but instead it's like no, like I guess Lieutenant Dan. He just loses all hope.
Exactly, like Lieutenant Dan. Exactly, like a Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, we got a question from Todd here.
Who wins? But well, no. This is what I'm saying. This could be a good matchup. This could be a good matchup. That's what I'm saying is, to me, this is why I said I think Brandon might be able to win on stage with Nick. It might happen because
why did you moan?
Bonak, I said, I can place Bonak. The fact that you took that registered in your brain as a moan is scary. I kind of compare Bonak and Nick as like having similar qualities in the sense of that straight gnarliness, the muscle, all that, to where I think it's very comparable. which is why I can see Brandon maybe edging it. Pause. But I think that's a really good matchup, and that's what I was kind of alluding to at Dusty. He moaned. Jesus help me.
I could see him edging it. I could see Brandon edging it. You said
It's bodybuilding that are so pause worthy, and it's like you just have to become comfortable with them, especially when you do a podcast for 2 years of people who don't know what pause even means.
All right, we have a special guest. Can I add you in, special guest?
Oh man,
special guest. Can I add you in?
I've never been more excited, pause, to see this individual, because I have
special guest. Can you hear me?
So bad.
He can't hear me. He can't hear me.
I'm about to pop, man.
Okay, well, go piss. Xavier's here now. We don't need you.
Yo.
All right. Let's see this clip.
Let's
see this clip you
Oh shit! I've got to upload it. My bad. I forgot why I came.
What the fuck?
It sounded like instead of one word you said something else, and Marcus understood what you were actually saying, but I thought it came through as like I instantly went back and rewound.
Was it when I screamed bigger?
Yes.
I knew it.
It did not sound like bigger. It did not
I knew
sound
how
like
that
bigger.
would come across. I knew it. I knew it.
The word bigger didn't sound like bigger, and I'm going to play it back. I was
Classic.
like, whoa. And then
Dude.
Marcus was all chill, so I was like,
Yo, I'll have to write this down. Yeah, I will do that one actually. Eventually. I don't know how quickly we can get to it. Nick.
that's not a bad matchup, actually.
How quickly?
Quickly. I'll quickly jot that down. We'll get to it. So Xavier, what's your knee-jerk reaction for that one?
Wait. Let me see if I can hear you now.
Hey Xavier, what's your knee-jerk reaction for that one?
17 Olympia Bonac was that his best?
Yes.
I would
Was
go
that his
Bonac.
best? Good boy. Oh man. Oh man. You're on thin ice, pal. You think you can get away saying that to me? Who do you think you are? Your girlfriend? She can get away with it. Anyway, Xavier, do you have your clip ready?
Yeah, it's there. It's waiting.
Okay, this may be a little loud, everybody. Bigger?
It's bigger. It's getting
Would do better against Brandon. Why? Bigger?
It's bigger.
It sounded more funny.
Would do better against Brandon. Why? Bigger? It sounds like it right there. Yeah.
I thought you were just calling Marcus something. I was like, that's crazy that you just
would
said
do
that.
better against Brandon. Why? Bigger?
It's getting.
You know what I mean? If you're listening casually, you don't think it
would do better against Brandon. Why? Bigger? It sounds like
bigger.
Why would which version of Brandon would do better and why? Comma that word. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear the comma, you know?
Well, yeah, would do better against Brandon. Why? Bigger?
It's bigger.
When you join it together, it sounds awful.
Would do better against Brandon. Why? Bigger? Hopefully YouTube. I mean, it sounds close enough. Hopefully YouTube doesn't think I'm saying a racial slur. Not that I wouldn't, but I don't want to say it on YouTube.
Yeah, bigger. It's getting.
Okay, good thing Marcus said bigger afterwards. Maybe that will keep me in the clear. Would do better against Brandon. Why? Bigger? That's a good clip, Xavier. That's a good clip.
Got some others too.
I've got some others too. You need to send me the one of Bob that says, "I'm as tight as they come," or "I'm as loose as they come." Is that what he said?
Yeah, he says, "I'm as loose as they come," because they said someone commented, they're like, I thought it might have been you on a burner account. It says, he says Sean needs to loosen up that back hole, and Bob's reading that out, and I'm pissing myself laughing. And he goes, oh, no, it says Bob loosen up that back hole for Sean or something like that. He goes, hey, I'm as loose as they come. And I'm like, what? Do you understand what he's saying? You know what back hole is?
I've never heard of a back hole.
Yeah. I've never heard
Here you
someone
go,
say it that way, but-
Dylan. Thanks, Tony. That's going directly to
Oh,
hey, you know there's a breakfast at the at the Are you reading my lips?
the Punto.
Right. There's a brunch there every morning, and there's actually a nice little view there. I'm gonna go one morning when I'm in Columbus.
You have to video this. You have to. I feel like I need to be along for the journey. I feel like the you could feature it in your streams or just on videos. Like a
Marcus
clip
says he
of
doesn't want to go
yours
with
and
me.
Marcus's journey. Why?
I don't know. Marcus is like, I say, hey, I'm not staying at this expo for 6 or 7 hours on end. I gotta go do a little extracurricular. And if that's getting brunch at the Junto, sign me up. Oh, I didn't mean to say it. I'm gonna get shot there. There's gonna be someone waiting for me there. It's gonna be Martin.
Yeah, the
gonna
Iranian
rip my
fans
face
are there for you and Hardy specifically, just you and Hardy.
Yeah, some Iranian fan is like, well, I was aiming for Hadi, but if I can get this twerp as well, I mean, it's a worthy trade-off.
Yeah, exactly right. Look at Raph there.
Yeah, let's go back and look at that actually.
He looks so different.
Does he though? Okay, like considering
Head.
there is, if this was in 2019, there are 7 years of difference between them. Do you think this is like good 7-year progress for someone with S tier genetics, S tier potential?
No.
He's more.
Thank you, Marcus. I agree though. Yeah.
He was more super aesthetic back then, more size now, but still aesthetic. But yeah, I think the legs are filled out a fair bit from the back.
Yeah, for sure.
And Nick compared to like around however many years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's a huge difference.
Josh Nadowitz up there.
Honestly, this is a great physique that doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah. Pretty underrated. I thought he could actually come in and get like a top 5 in the Olympia. I think like when he did do the Olympia, he was I mean that's when he found was it, man, why am I tripping on Dallas, right? Is that when he found Dallas?
Why are we talking about this?
Yeah, I know. It got dark, didn't it? But I mean, leading into that prep, he went through.
Yeah,
fucking
when
trauma.
he did that one prep, that's when he found his dead best friend. Yeah,
I
included a fun
it up.
fact for us, I guess. Like, gee, thanks. What an asshole. Yo, look at his back though.
I just mean the prep was obviously disrupted. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Glutes are a little soft.
2 people in his lineup aren't with us anymore. That really bites.
For real.
Doesn't it? It's 3.
Is it
Holy
3 in this?
shit.
How was it 3?
Cedric, is it Luke Sando in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what am
You
I talking about?
How is it 3? What do you know that we don't? I'm like, what?
David, actually, I can't see you being good at math, by the way, for whatever reason. You seem like you might be good at math.
Xavier's
I
a little
am good at math.
waspy.
I can see
I
it.
mean,
You know what that means. Bro, Luke was so good. He was like Martin Fitzwater, but could have been better. Maybe even was. Like I've been meaning to do that one for a while. Peak Luke Sando versus Martin Fitzwater. I think now peak Martin would win, but like a couple of years ago, it would have been like a really, like 2024 Olympia, it would have been like a really close matchup, which says something. Like Luke Sandow at minimum, Sandu would have been a minimum a top 3 guy. If people were saying Martin should have been top 3 at the 2024 Olympia, at least 4th. But yeah, Luke Sandow just so complete, stout. The condition was hit or miss, but he actually he was kind of a beginner, like in the pro league. Like he didn't have that many years, so I mean it's really forgivable. Like he definitely would have went all the way, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely had the ability.
Wow. Well, anyway,
Pretty cool line. Look at Akeem's back too. Akeem's back was different there too.
yeah, that was the third person that we lost. The third person that we lost was Akeem's back.
Yes. So you can't.
Yo, Marcus is lagging. I don't know if you're with us anymore.
I was gonna say,
you're frozen. Well, anyway, Arnold Classic schedule. I will be doing a prejudging wrap up live that night, Friday prejudging. Marcus and I will both be there. I don't know if it's going to be at 11, going to be at 10. You'll just have to tune back in and see. Like and subscribe. Subscribe is the most important thing. Turn those notifications on so you know when we're going live. And then Saturday, I will be streaming the night show. I won't be streaming in the morning because I couldn't care about men's physique. But we will be streaming finals. So we'll watch the results together. Marcus and I didn't get tickets for Saturday. But no, we'll be but it works out. So that way one day I could be in person, one day I could do the stream, which I really like to do. So I will be live Saturday on time for finals, and I'll be live for a prejudging wrap up.
very nice.
Yeah, and then Xavier's not doing anything, so make sure to head over to my channel for all exclusive.
I'm not streaming or nothing. I was on the phone with
figured it
Brian
out
Powers
yet.
for nearly 2 hours earlier.
Bro, I saw you on Brian Powers' cock.
Oh well, no.
Yeah,
not saying anything
Xavier's
about
like,
Brian Powers.
once you go black, you never go back. I'm with Samson, ride or die. But anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe on your way out the door. Great matchup, by the way. I'll pop up the scores one more time. I don't think we touched upon it enough. And maybe Xavier's wondering. This is what we had ultimately, Xavier. Here's my scorecard.
I was watching along.
Here's Marcus's scorecard. Can you say my line?
This is a real scorecard. Let's take a look at a real scorecard. And
That's
laugh
so
at me
funny
you
to me.
did.
That is so funny to me.
I can't do it. Now let's take a look at a real. No, I can't do it. I haven't got that voice. I haven't got that Dylan voice.
What is it? What is my voice?
I don't know. It's
Retarded?
Mine sounds more like Bob Ciccarello when I do your accent.
Yeah, you make me sound like
ladies
I'm
and gentlemen, let's look at a real.
like I'm a circus ringleader announcing the next act. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video.
Now let's take a look at a real. See, I can't do the real.
Like the video, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video.